You're welcome to Niger Delta Television News. I am Joyce Batowe. Thanks for joining us. On the highlight, Governor Diri appeals to federal government on collaboration with Bayelsa State government on enhancing the potentials of the Agge Deep Sea Port. Nigerian Army destroys 11 illegal refineries, falls 3.5 billion naira oil thefts. Plus, federal government declares Tuesday public holiday. Governor Doye Diri has appealed to the federal government to collaborate with the Bayelsa State government in enhancing the potentials of the Agge Deep Sea Port, one of the drivers of the marine and blue economy initiatives of both the state and federal governments. Governor Diri made the appeal during a courtesy visit by participants of Senior Executive Course 47 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Kuru, Plateau State. Government House correspondent George Ameli completes the reports.
Participants of Senior Executive Course 47 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Kuru, near Jos in Plateau State on Monday, paid a courtesy call on the Bayelsa State Governor on the sidelines of their local study tour to Bayelsa State. Team lead relays the purpose of the visit.
Every year, Mr. President used to approve a theme to think about issues of national concern for the Institute. For this year, the theme of our research is blue economy and sustainable development issues, challenges, and opportunities. And that was the mandate given to us by Mr. President. And so it is not out of place that you see us visiting Bayelsa. Why? Is because Bayelsa is located within where we define as the blue economy.
The team lead further explains what they hope to achieve while in Bayelsa State.
We are here actually, Your Excellency, to interact with the state, to seek knowledge, to exchange ideas, as well as to find solutions of how we can move the blue economy forward. We want to sit down and hear and see what is it that Elsa has in place or for the future to see how she can either develop or improve her blue economy.
Bayelsa State government is expected to take advantage of the team's tour.
The blue economy is another sector we should seriously explore. It has the potentials to do so many things for us, build our economy, get more jobs, and also push development in these sectors forward.
For the Bayelsa State Governor, Senator Doye Diri, represented by his deputy, Senator Lawrence Erijako, it is not too late for a collaboration between the Bayelsa State and the federal government.
We believe that the Agge Deep Sea Port will have been one of the first things the federal government will have done with. But in the absence of that, we have a very good idea of how to lure, incentivize, and hypnotize investors to the Agge Deep Sea Port. So we are looking at the possibility of doing what we call getting a dry port tentatively there. And so the baby ships go to the Panama ships to take the containers, stack them at Agge, and then they take them by barges to Onitsha.
The National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies is the think tank of Nigeria, being a center for reflections and dialogue, and the Senior Executive Course is the flagship of the institute. From the Deputy Governor's Office and Government House, Yenagwa, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
President Tinubu mourns death of his predecessor, President Muhammadu Buhari, directs Shetima to accompany Buhari's remains from the UK. For details of this story, let's join Kosiso Chukwemeka.
Tinubu mourns sent Shetima to accompany Buhari's remains from UK. President Bola Tinubu has described the passing of former President Muhammadu Buhari as a national loss. This was contained in a statement issued on Sunday by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onoanyoga. President Buhari died in London on Sunday at about 4:30 p.m. following a prolonged illness. Onanuga added that Tinubu has since reached out to the bereaved family to facilitate preparations and arrangements for the return of the late president's remains. He added that the president has directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to go to London and accompany the remains of the late leader back home. The statement concluded that as part of the nation's mourning, Tinubu has ordered that flags be flown at half-mast as a mark of respect for the departed leader. Kosiso Chukwemeka reporting for NDTV National News.
The Nigerian Union of Teachers (NUT) has urged states not yet implementing the 70,000 naira minimum wage to start without further delay. The union also asked states implementing the new wage to ensure it reaches all categories of teachers. According to the data obtained from the NUT on Sunday, Abia State and other states have yet to implement the new minimum wage for teachers. Correspondent Kosiso Chukwemeka completes the report.
In October 2024, the Punch exclusively reported that 12 states of the Federation were still paying teachers, especially those under the employment of the local government, 18,000 naira minimum wage. The development means the teachers in the 12 states as of October 2024 were receiving the old 18,000 naira minimum wage and had not even enjoyed the 30,000 naira approved by the late President Muhammadu Buhari. According to the data obtained from the NUT on Sunday, Abia State has yet to implement the minimum wage for teachers. In Adamawa, though the state had migrated from the 18,000 naira minimum wage to 30,000 naira approved by the late President Buhari, teachers were yet to enjoy the new minimum wage of 70,000 naira. In Ebonyi State, the minimum wage for teachers was yet to be implemented. In Enugu, the NUT said the minimum wage had not been implemented, although the state government added 50,000 naira to the salaries of workers, including teachers, and labeled it an enhancement wage award. In Gombe, Kaduna State, Nasarawa, Yobe, and Zamfara states, the minimum wage was yet to be implemented for teachers, according to the NUT data. The FCT teachers recently called off strike after the area council chairman agreed to slash off their internal generated revenue to pay the teacher. Speaking on the data, the NUT urged states not yet implementing the 70,000 naira minimum wage to start without further delay. The union also asked states implementing the new wage to let it reach all categories of teachers. Kosiso Chukwemeka reporting for NDTV National News.
Moving on, Anglican Church of Nigeria has banned politicians and government officials from speaking on church podiums during services. The church also warned against publicly praising such political figures. The decision aims to curb the increasing use of religious platforms for political messaging and to protect the integrity of Christian worship. In a memo signed by the Most Reverend Dr. Henry Ndukuba, the primate of the Church of Nigeria, the church reaffirmed its commitment to neutrality and avoiding political partisanship. The church acknowledged growing concerns about the politicization of religious gatherings, which it said could threaten its core values and divine mission. Reiterating its role in constructively engaging with government on matters of national importance, the memo stated that the Anglican Church will stay true to its spiritual mission. Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, has confirmed the arrest of 50 suspects and seizure of 11 illegal refinery ops across rivers Delta, Abia, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom states. The troops also recovered a total of 25,000 liters of stolen products, illegal refinery sites, crude oil, chemicals, boats, and other materials used for oil theft. The 6th Division released the report Sunday, noting that the coordinated operations were conducted in synergy with other security agencies. The operations, which disrupted illegal oil businesses, lasted from June 30 to Sunday, July 13, 2025, targeting bunkering networks, smuggling routes, and oil theft infrastructure. In the Niger Delta region, troops under Operation Delta Save uncovered a vast web of illegal refining operations, dismantling 189 refining sites between April and July 2025. During this period, they recovered over 2.38 million liters of stolen crude oil, more than 600,000 liters of illegally refined diesel, 41,000 liters of kerosene, and 27,000 liters of petrol. Vehicles, boats, and various equipment used in the transportation and processing of the stolen products were seized. 12 suspected oil thieves were also arrested and are under investigation. Beyond the oil-producing region, the armed forces launched offensives in multiple regions. For example, in the northeast, troops targeted Boko Haram and ISWAP insurgents in areas such as Sambisa Forest and the Timbuktu Triangle and Gwaza. You're watching Niger Delta Television News, reaching you live from our studios. On the headlines, Governor Diri appeals to federal government on collaboration with Bayelsa State government on enhancing the potentials of the Agedip seaport. Nigerian Army destroys 11 illegal refineries, falls 3.5 billion oil theft. Still to come in the news, federal government declares Tuesday public holiday. Details of these and other stories coming after the break. Please stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NSE Koli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m. and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
You're welcome back. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given a directive that all national flags be flown at half-mast to honor his late predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari, who passed on yesterday. The former Nigerian president, Muhammadu Buhari, who died while receiving treatment for an undisclosed illness in London, United Kingdom on Sunday, has been ill for some time. In a statement issued by presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga, Tinubu described late Buhari as a patriot, a soldier, and a statesman whose legacy of service and sacrifice endures. It further stated that as a mark of respect to the former leader, all national flags fly at half-mast across the country for 7 days starting from today. According to the presidential spokesman, the federal government will accord President Buhari full state honors befitting his enduring contributions to the country, while expressing the hope that his life will continue to inspire generations of Nigerians to serve with courage, conviction, and selflessness. Former President Buhari was twice elected Nigeria's president in 2015 and 2019. He also served as military head of state between January 1984 and August 1985. Nigeria's former president, Muhammadu Buhari, has died at the age of 82. He passed on in a clinic in London on Sunday, July 13, 2025. Correspondent Steffi Dede gives us details of life and times of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Life and times of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Nigeria's former President Muhammadu Buhari has died at the age of 82. He passed on in a clinic in London on Sunday, July 13, 2025. Buhari will be remembered as the country's second longest serving leader and as one who enforced strict discipline during his time as military head of state. After 3 consecutive failed attempts, Buhari was able to return to power in 2015 after defeating the then incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan. His winning campaign had emphasized 3 key promises to tackle insecurity, stamp out corruption, and fix the economy. Here are some quick facts about the former military and civilian leader. Buhari was born into a Muslim family in Daura, Katsina State, northwest Nigeria in 1942. He attended the Katsina Provincial Secondary School, now Government College, Katsina, from 1956 to 1961. He joined the Nigerian Army in 1961 when he was admitted to the Nigerian Military Training College, Kaduna. He was Nigeria's second longest serving leader, 9 years, 7 months, and 27 days. He spent 1 year, 7 months, and 27 days as military leader between December 1983 and August 27, 1985, and 8 years as a democratically elected president from May 29, 2015 to May 29, 2023. He was the first military governor of Borno State in 1976, served as a Federal Commissioner for Petroleum and Natural Resources, 1976, first chairman NNPC, 1977. He was chairman Petroleum Trust Fund, 1994. On December 31st, 1983, as a general, he became the head of state and commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. His regime as a military leader was renowned for instilling discipline among citizens, popularized by the war against indiscipline. Buhari joined politics in 2000 following Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999. He contested the presidential election, a record 5 times contesting under the 3 political parties, ANPP, CPC, and APC. Lost 3 times in 2003, 2007, and 2011. Won in his 4th attempt at the presidency in 2015 on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, defeating the then incumbent president, Goodluck Jonathan. Buhari was elected and inaugurated twice as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria in 2015 and 2019. The former president was married to Safinatu Yusuf from 1971 to 1988 and Asia Alilu from 1989 till the time of his passing. He was blessed with 10 children. He died in a clinic in London on July 13, 2025, aged 82. Steffi Dede for NDTV News.
The body of former President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to arrive Katsina State on Tuesday, July 15, ahead of his burial scheduled for 2 p.m. the same day in his hometown, Daura, Katsina State. Governor Diko Umaru Rada disclosed this during a media briefing on Monday in Katsina, following discussions with Buhari's family and close associates in London, where the former president passed away. The governor, who said the burial will follow Islamic rites, also extended condolences to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the people of Katsina in particular, and Nigerians in general. Rada added that the burial arrangements are being coordinated by the state government, federal authorities, and the Buhari family to ensure a dignified and solemn farewell to the late leader. The federal government has declared Tuesday, July 15th, a public holiday in honor of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari. The declaration is in furtherance of the 7 days of national mourning earlier declared by President Bola Tinubu in honor of Buhari. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, in a statement signed by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Magdalene Ajani, made the declaration on behalf of the federal government. The minister stated that the holiday is a mark of respect for the late president's service to the nation, his contributions to Nigeria's democratic journey, and his enduring legacy in governance and national development. He urged citizens to use the day to honor the late president's memory by promoting peace, patriotism, and national cohesion in line with his vision for a prosperous and united Nigeria. And from the entertainment scene, Afrobeat star Davido has confirmed that his uncle, Governor Ademola Adeleke, is allegedly considering a move to the All Progressives Congress, APC. For more on entertainment news, let's join Favor Aliko.
Nigerian music star David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has hinted at the possibility of his uncle, Governor Ademola Adeleke, defecting to the All Progressive Congress. Assumptions about Governor Adeleke's potential switch from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the APC, All Progressive Congress, have been circulating, especially with the 2026 Osun gubernatorial election. Following the speculation, Davido released a new song track titled From Umbrella to Broom, a symbolic phrase representing a transition from PDP, symbolized by an umbrella, to the APC, represented by a broom. In a song, the writer depicts that the potential political realignment is focused at fostering progress in Osun State, stating that joining the APC could bring positive change and development to the region. Pop has emerged the winner of season 10 of Nigerian Idol, which ended with a grand finale on Sunday. After weeks of fierce competition and electrifying performances, Pop was announced as a winner during Sunday-like show, beating a fellow finalist, Raymond, in a three-lane showdown. The show, which was hosted by media personalities Ike Osadowa, featured captivating performances, special guest appearances, and heartfelt tributes from the judges. The esteemed panel of judges, including Owaumi, Rick, Hassani, Iyanya, and Nice, as a special guest judge, commended both finalists for their graft throughout the competition. Pop's victory earned a fantastic reward package, a state-of-the-art SUV, a highly sought-after recording contract with a long-year premium prescription. Grammy-winning Nigerian songstress Tems has become the first African artist to headline the FIFA World Cup final. Tems performed during the final match between Chelsea and PSG on Sunday, 13th July 2025. The announcement of Tems by the co-producers of the event, FIFA and global citizens, has generated excitement among football and music fans worldwide. She took to the stage the trio that the global audience with some of her songs like Essence, Born in the Wild, and Free Mind, with the milestone that Nigerians has joined the list of international music stars Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, who have graced the FIFA stage. Aliko Joseph Favor, reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
And from the foreign scene, ECOWAS President Dr. Omar Touray, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and other world leaders have expressed sorrow over the passing of former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, while highlighting his leadership and strong ties with the international community. They wish his soul peaceful repose. For these and other foreign stories, let's join Williams Bakerway.
The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has mourned Nigeria's former president Muhammadu Buhari, who died on Sunday in London. ECOWAS Commission President Dr. Omar Touray, on behalf of all ECOWAS institutions, expressed condolences in a message to the bereaved family, President Bola Tinubu, the federal government, and Nigerians on Monday. He said that ECOWAS will greatly cherish the memory of the deceased former president, whom he described as a distinguished statesman. According to Touray, Buhari's invaluable contributions greatly advanced democracy and integration not only in West Africa but also across the entire African continent. While expressing the deep sadness of ECOWAS and its institution over Buhari's death and condolences to the government and the people of Nigeria, he prayed for the repose of the deceased soul. Similarly, the Republic of Turkey has also mourned the former president of Nigeria. The Turkish embassy, in a statement issued on Monday in Abuja, expressed its his country deep sadness and condolence to the government and people of Nigeria over the incident. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed profound sorrow following the death of former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, remembering him as a statesman whose wisdom and unwavering commitment to Indian-Nigerian friendship stood out. Sharing his condolence via a message on X, Modi reflected fondly on their meetings and conversation, highlighting Buhari's pivotal role in strengthening diplomatic ties between the two nations. He further stated, "I join the 1.4 billion people of India in extending our heartfelt condolence to his family, the people, and the government of Nigeria." Cameroon's long-serving president Paul Biya has declared his intention to run for another term in the 2025 election, a move that could extend his rule beyond 43 years. Biya, who came to power in 1982, remains one of African and the world's largest serving leaders. His party, the Cameroon People Democratic Movement, is already rallying support for his candidacy despite growing calls for political change. According to reports, critics argue that Biya's extended stay in office has stalled democratic growth and worsened governance, while his supporters credit him with maintaining stability in the country. Williams Bekewe reporting for NDTV Foreign News.
That foreign news wrap up our bulletin for tonight. Before we go, a look at some of our top stories. Governor Doye Diri has appealed to the federal government to collaborate with the Bayelsa state government in enhancing the potentials of the Agge Deep Sea Port. We also brought you a report that Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, has confirmed the arrest of 50 suspects and seizure of 11 illegal refinery hubs across rivers Abia, Delta, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom states. And finally, the federal government has declared Tuesday, July 15th, a public holiday in honor of the late former president, Muhammadu Buhari. That's it on Niger Delta Television. Thanks for watching.